everyone. Welcome to another episode of the 6 Degrees of KB. I'm Kristen Brady, your local John Green Realtor, and I am sitting here today with Kelly Shaw from Pampered Chef. Welcome, Kelly.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today.
Welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
I am too.
So I wanted to invite you to the show because not only do I love you and your personality, and I feel like everyone I know that needs to know you too, but also because you sell Pampered Chef, and it's like the best tool you can possibly have in your kitchen. So I feel like anybody who doesn't have Pampered Chef already needs to know you. And if they do, they probably need to know about the new products that are out because there's so much awesome stuff that's available. So thank you for being here. Tell us all about everything Pampered Chef.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for having me. And I couldn't agree more with all the things. But yes, so
How did you get started with Pampered Chef? Let's start there.
Great question. So, kind of like we've talked about, neither of us, like, we don't say we're really great at cooking. We're not comfortable in the kitchen. And let's rewind to, I guess it was 2020. It was 2020. I had just started staying home with 2 under 2. Before that, I was working full time. And so there was a big adjustment going. I always dreamed of being a mom and a stay-at-home mom with littles, but I didn't realize what an adjustment that would be, and at the height of COVID too.
Sure.
And one of my friends just invited me to a virtual party. I really didn't know anything about Pampered Chef, to be quite honest with you.
Okay.
And I was like, this is so much fun. I'm just able to see these products and all these recipes. And the consultant at the time who was running the show, she had 2 little kids around the same ages as my daughters. And she was cooking with them and having fun with them. And I was like, wait, I want to do that too. You know, I'm a registered dietitian by trade, but I tell everybody, like, I am not and was not comfortable in the kitchen at all. I learned very quickly that I needed to cook, especially as a stay-at-home mom. My husband, as I used to joke, was allergic to the kitchen and allergic to cooking. I knew better. I'm not going to ask him to try any recipes or, you know, it was a big thing. So I'm like,
so funny.
I'm just going to have to do it if I'm home with 2 kids. And I'm like, how am I going to enjoy this? Because right now it's not enjoyable to be cooking, and heck, if I can get paid for it too, you know, and have fun with my kids, it really was a win-win. My
awesome.
daughters still joke. They say that we're going to play Pampered Chef. My oldest, she always says she wanted to be a chef because of Pampered Chef. So it really has just been a really great blessing.
That's
to
amazing.
My family. Yeah.
I love it. I'm thinking back to the first time that I met you, and obviously it was all because of Pampered Chef.
Yeah.
I think let's think about that for a minute. I think it was my birthday, and I wanted to have a gathering with a bunch of girls. And I thought, okay, I want makeup and food, right?
Right.
So I called my Mary Kay lady, who then reached out to you via Facebook, I think, right?
Yeah, she did a post in a Facebook moms group, which is even funnier. And so I really don't believe in I don't believe in coincidences at all. And I saw the post and I was like, wait a second, I'm a consultant and that's in Plainfield. I live right by there. I would love to do this. This sounds so fun. I think you called it like bubbly and brunch or something for your birthday.
Yeah.
And
birthday bubbles and brunch or something along those lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this could be really fun. And yeah, the rest is history.
I love it. I got to tell you, I think the first hour of that party when it was just you and I, and you were in my kitchen and I was in the bathroom getting ready, and we were just having a conversation through the hallway about how our paths crossed, and we had some mutual friends, and you just took ownership of the kitchen. You're like, hey, where's this at and where's that at? And you just made everything. I came out and it was like, ta-da! There was food, there was drinks. It was perfect. I loved it. It was really fun.
You're so sweet. It was really fun, but definite kudos to you too, because you made it so welcoming. And honestly, I felt like I knew you as soon as I walked in that door. We hit it off so fast. And I was like, have we ever met before? Because this is a little weird. How
it felt like that, didn't it?
It did.
And it feels that way ever since. I watch you on Facebook all the time, and I watch your videos with your kids. And it's just, I feel like we don't get enough of each other because I love you. And I just think that you're amazing.
I completely agree.
So talking about Pampered Chef, let's talk about our favorite gadgets. I have a ton, so I'm going to share. But what are your favorite gadgets from Pampered Chef?
Gosh, that's such a hard question. When people ask me my favorite product, I'm like, that's almost like asking me which kid is my favorite of my 3 kids. Like, that's how much I love these products, you guys.
That's a good way of putting it.
And it's so hard. So I will say my favorite right now is our brand new Freezy Fun Maker.
What is that?
Gosh, Kristen, you need it. So yesterday I made frozen mimosas in it.
Oh.
So good. My next one I'm going to make is a frosé, but you can make soft serve, so homemade soft serve, slushies, some frozen juices, like so many different fun.
Well, that sounds like something we need to try together.
Especially for the summer.
That's
there's
perfect.
Mai Tais in the recipe book. So many. The options are endless.
That's fun.
Yeah.
When I had my last party, you introduced me. I'm going to butcher the name, but
okay.
something that I cut my hard-boiled eggs with, and something that I cut my strawberries with.
The cup slicer.
It's amazing. I ended up buying one for Kimmy, our daycare lady, too, because she cuts fruit and vegetables all day long for the kids. That thing is amazing. Everybody needs that in their kitchen.
They do. And I kind of joke, but I'm kind of serious that every kid needs one too. So however many kids you have in your home, you need an extra, because my kids fight over that. And I'm like, well, I need to use it too. So there's 4 of us that need one.
I was on vacation this January. I was with some friends and we were making tacos. It was Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
Just, ground beef tacos in the pan. And I'm like, oh, do you have a mix and chop? And she's like, a what? I'm like, okay, so like when you cook ground beef, like what do you, and she's like, a spatula? I'm like, spatulas are not for ground beef.
Yes.
So I literally called you while I was in California and I'm like, hey, can you ship 2 of these to California? Because she not only needs one in her kitchen in California, but she owns a home in Illinois. So she's going to want to take one home there as well. And of course she got it and called me immediately. And she's like, I'm 60 years old and I'm just now learning about this tool.
Right?
Like, what the heck? This is amazing.
I almost forgot about that. Yes, I remember you calling and I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't have one.
You make it so easy though. And I think that's the moral of that story is that like, I hate anything about online shopping unless it's Amazon because they've made it way too easy. But anything else, I'm like, I don't want to create an account.
Right.
I don't want to give you my information. You're just like, how many do you need? What's the address? Okay, done. And so thank you for that. I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you supporting me. And
of course.
letting me help you.
Okay. Everybody wants to know. What's the most ridiculous kitchen fail that you have in your kitchen? I'm sure you have plenty of stories.
I've had so many, you guys, that it's like, how do I even, where do I even begin? I mean, there's a lot of dishes that I've thrown out or been like, yep, we're ordering out tonight. Like, tonight's not the night. Or do you guys like peanut butter and jelly, frozen pizza? I don't know. But I will say one thing that I always, and it's not even like a food fail, but it was I can't even remember the exact name of the product, but it was like a dressing maker kind of thing.
Okay.
And this was when my husband, so my husband has ALS, and this was before he was sick. But it was so funny because for my husband, I always would joke that he was allergic to the kitchen. Like, he is a very even-tempered, cool, laid back, like nothing ruffles his feathers, or at least before he was sick for sure. But very easygoing. And anytime I'd ask him to like, if I was running late, can you start this recipe? I mean, it was like I asked him a lot. Like, it was too much. So I joke that he's allergic to the kitchen. But what was so funny is I was having a hard time with this Pampered Chef product, which really I should have just, like I tell, looked through there's an instruction manual. It's pretty easy. And it was so silly. I don't even remember what I was doing wrong. And he like literally just twisted the top of it, okay? So it was something like, this was when I literally first started Pampered Chef. And I was like, this is so embarrassing. I don't know what I'm doing with this. And he's like, is that what you mean? And I was like, that's exactly what I mean.
Not like, allergic to the kitchen. No. You clearly belong
well, and
there.
That's what I said. I'm like, wow, it's not only like these products not only are Kelly proof, but like if you can do this, then anybody can. Like,
that reminds me of the can opener. Anybody who's at my house and using that can opener, they're like, what? I'm like, let me just show you. It's a life changer, but you got to learn. You
it's
do.
True.
Because it's, I think, and maybe I'm wrong, but like, I feel like Pampered Chef has rediscovered your usual gadgets and like added a different twist to make it their own, but it also makes it so much easier.
Yes. Well,
once you figure it out.
Yes, I will say, because I do call their products Kelly proof. I'm like, if I can do this, you guys, if I can figure this out, trust me when I say anybody can. But I do agree. There's so much, like, every product has so many different uses.
Sure.
And so that being said, like you said, redesign, because there's so many different uses for each product.
Totally.
But that also means you might have to kind of do a learning curve there.
So let's talk about your business. Obviously, you're an entrepreneur for Pampered Chef, and this is your business, right?
Yeah.
You have 6 little hands in the kitchen with you probably at all times, right?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah.
How do you keep this business afloat? Like, what is your drive? What is your purpose behind the whole Pampered Chef origin?
Yeah. So, when I joined Pampered Chef back in 2020, height of COVID, 2 under 2, little ones at home, I was used to working full time with only one kid. Then I was staying home, and there was just so much going on. But I was introduced to Pampered Chef, and I really knew nothing about it. But I saw this fellow consultant having fun with her kids in the kitchen. And I'm like, wait, she's getting paid to have fun in the kitchen, cooking with her littles, and also getting all these products that are making her life easier. Sign me up. And I joined on a whim. I really wanted at the time, the deluxe air fryer. And I remember calling my mom and telling her, I'm going to do something a little crazy. I hadn't even told Josh, my husband, yet. And I just told my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I'm going to do this. Like, what do you think? Like, I probably won't even sell anything. Like, I just need this air fryer. We'll see what happens. But then I had so much fun, and my girls had so much fun doing it too. I mean, sometimes it was, and still is, too much. It's like they want to play Pampered Chef so much that I'm like, yes, I'm having so much fun doing this with you guys, but do you see the kitchen? Do you see, like, there's a lot happening here, guys. Everybody just needs to take a breath. Like, but it is.
Now, were you working at the time when you started that?
No, at the time, right before that, I had just started staying home. I was working in food labeling.
Okay.
So I'm a registered dietitian by trade, and I was working for Tyson Foods, actually. Then I had my second daughter. So I had 2 under 2. She was born April 2nd, 2020.
Oh boy.
So the height of COVID, and I did stick with my full-time job for a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just stay home with the kids. And it always has been a dream of mine to stay home, have kids, and be able to be there and not miss any of their milestones and all of that.
Totally.
But I felt like as I was home, I felt like I was missing something. I love being with my children. I love being a mom. It's the best job, as you know. I know we can relate on that, our feelings on that. But I just wanted something else for myself too. And I found that having this other outlet of, cooking, which I never really enjoyed until joining Pampered Chef and using all the gadgets and everything, I felt like that really helped kind of bring everything together and make me feel a lot better about being home with my kids. I was able to help financially support our family, and it gave me the flexibility to work but also be home with my kids. Yeah.
So you started Pampered Chef during COVID, yes?
I did, yeah.
So how did you do that? You obviously weren't taking over people's kitchens.
No, it was all, and I think that's part of what the beauty of Pampered Chef and the business is. First off, is it can work for anybody, really. Like, anybody can do. I'm not special. Like I said, I am not good in the kitchen. If I can use these products, anyone can. So, and I will say that till I'm blue in the face. But it was nice that Pampered Chef allowed us we were able to do virtual parties, which was great. So many people were at home, during that time and not going out to eat. So everybody was cooking more.
True.
And I think it was a great time for everyone to really be cooking more and getting better tools for their kitchen.
So you're doing like virtual parties at that point,
yes,
and getting real comfortable on a Zoom camera.
Yes, yeah. Well, and I love that really as a Pampered Chef consultant, just being able to share the products that I'm using in my kitchen with others. And, like you said, like certain tools that have made your life easier in the kitchen and help make mealtime better for families. That's truly a gift.
Totally. Anybody who's moving into a new place for the first time, which obviously I get to meet a lot of those people, I always encourage them, you need to have a Pampered Chef party. It's one of the first things I did when I moved from my apartment to my home, and I had that large kitchen, which you saw. I had a ton of Pampered Chef stuff because I ended up getting a ton of free stuff just for hosting, which was great. So, and I don't think anything with Pampered Chef ever ages. Like, it always lasts forever. So
it does,
I was excited to have a party with you years later because I got a lot of new stuff. But I mean, my kitchen is probably 75% Pampered Chef, which is great. I love it. Yeah. Everybody needs you.
You're so sweet.
Okay. thinking about real estate, obviously, your home base is your kitchen or everybody's kitchen.
Yes.
What is one thing that you wish that you can change about your kitchen to make it a little bit more functional?
There's a lot. So
tell me all of it.
There is a lot. So I will say, when my husband and I purchased our home, this was our starter home, right, that we're still in now. So back in 2015, this was supposed to be our starter home.
Many people can relate, by the way.
Yes. And I feel like as a first-time home buyer, like, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're even looking for. You're just excited to get a house, right?
I talk about that a lot. Like, a lot of people think, like, oh, I'm going to buy my forever home. It's also going to be my first home. And I'm like, how do you know what you're looking for? You don't even know what you like yet. Like, get into something and feel it out, and then, like, develop what you want in your forever home.
Completely, yes. I will say, I will say our kitchen, the biggest thing is we don't have, like, a separate kitchen island. Okay. And our kitchen is pretty narrow. So I would have liked it better, if it had a kitchen island. That's the biggest. Okay. And our pantry, so small.
Do you have a pantry?
We do. But it's not like a walk-in pantry. We have a lock on it right now because I have 3 littles who are, getting into it. So it's a lot. I didn't know they had those, but apparently they do. Good news.
That's awesome. What's in there that they want? Snacks, right?
Oh,
always snacks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gavin needs a snack before breakfast, a snack after breakfast, a snack before lunch, and a snack after lunch. And then he'll need a snack after dinner, too.
Yes.
Like, the kid constantly eats. So.
That's all, and I'll tell you, I'm sorry to say, it doesn't get better as they get older. I feel like it only gets worse. I'm like, you just left the dinner table and you said you were full. Yeah.
All right. What's one meal that you can totally cook with your eyes closed?
Oh, gosh. I would say, I don't even know what they call it, but it's like that, it's like a taco thing, basically. It's like, it was that taco bowl that went viral. No? Okay. So it's ground beef, sweet potatoes, avocado, and cottage cheese, and then you drizzle, like, Mike's Hot Honey on it. So I'd say that, because it's just so easy. I mean, you really don't need extra ingredients. It's just putting stuff together.
So I'm thinking you should probably invite me over, make that, and then make, like, a margarita in your new frozen mixer thing.
Kristen,
I feel like
we have a new key lime margarita mix too that we can put in the freezy fun.
Perfect. So we'll just pick a date.
Yes, I'm down.
All right. So this show is all about finding out your KB number.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Kevin Bacon and the 6 Degrees?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So that was what was the concept behind this show of, like, how many people did it truly take for us to get to know each other?
I love that.
I think between us, we met through Shannon, our Mary Kay girl.
Yes.
And I mean, just Facebook.
Well, yeah. So I was trying to figure that out myself, because I'm like, technically just Shannon, I guess. But really, I didn't know Shannon. I just found her on Facebook.
Yeah.
So really,
I mean, I would say you have a 1. I think you would have a 1.
We'll go with that.
Because Shannon truly introduced us. I'm so glad that you were here. I really think that you are such a wonderful asset to not only my kitchen and the lack of cooking that I do in it, but just in life in general. You've got such an amazing heart. I think everything that you do is incredible. Your story, the more I get to know you, is just remarkable. I pray for you all the time, and I look forward to us growing in our relationship because I just think you're an amazing person.
Well,
so thank you so much
for
being on the show.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
You're making me blush, though.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow, like, and share, because you don't know. You might be the next degree. What's your KB number?